handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle there by Saran Neal out of Jacksonville State.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No, 66. No, 66.
Now a play fake. Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. John Simon not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Check 3, check 3. Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Adrian Claiborne able to get him for a loss of about 3. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Here's Allen to throw it. And it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over! 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 Hot! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gun! 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 Gun!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They go back to the ground with McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. The last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
Wait, 20! We did it!
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Leopard! 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 Leopard!
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Dante Hightower on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Allen off the play fake. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And oh, it's blocked. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep this confidence up because how many times have we seen games?
Chris Ivory off to the races. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for the Bills. 49 yards. That's a prime example of how tough Chris Ivory can be to bring down.
He's so good that I think that he would last very well in a boxing gym. You know, because he's going to wear you down with those types of runs all game long. If they can't start getting him on the ground quicker and more efficiently, they've got a long game in front of them.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll try to run with Ivory. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Detroit.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Brady, and able to find Dorsett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking,
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Danny Shelton. Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Gone! Detroit!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Gone!
From the gun, it's Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Over! Detroit! Gone!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, this is something you may have to deal with when you give the keys to the offense to a rookie quarterback. Now 2 first-half interception.
And you do expect it. But I think this deep into the season, you're expecting that to improve and not see it quite so often, or definitely not in this case. So when he goes to the sidelines and the head coach puts his arm around him, he might not be talking to him in nice tones.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, he goes underneath to Freeman. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st down, Brady. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on 2nd down, Brady. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action, now Brady. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Caught right side, Davis. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll check this one down in the corner. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Gone!
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Chris Ivory that time. And it's 2nd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on third and goal? Throwing now is Allen. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, Buffalo. In for the score. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Left side, it's Dorsett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Oh, yeah.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first and 10, here's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From midfield, here's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Over! 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 Over!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone! 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 Over! Over! Over!
From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the... This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 39 that time. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And quickly, they get to the line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And, man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And in enemy territory last time through the interception, we'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game?
And Freeman lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Single, single, slot, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! 52 to 5, boy, 52.
Allen now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over!
On third and long, it's Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, fourth quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
Now the pitch to Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Brady to throw on second down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up third and long. To throw is Brady. Going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
10th carry now for McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Leopard! 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 56. Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This is taken at the 10. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots coming out now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Let's go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Brady to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan in the final minute. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Gostkowski the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw is Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half.
you.